Hey gang, so today we're looking at something that was sent to us by Lautie. Me, sent to me by Lautie. It's the Crocbeats in Zerk. It is $129.90, and I have to say this is one of the biggest what the hell is this fidgets I've ever played with. But I gotta tell you, you know what the hell this is? Fun. This is simple. This is pure in what it does. It does one thing, but what it does really well. That's it. It's a clicker, but it's a damn fun clicker. Let's get this under the camera and have a look. It's the Crocbeats by Lautie. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the Spy Wars Crocbeats in Zerk. Now this is so simple that I can't even take this apart. I don't even need to take this apart. This does one thing. That's it. And we've got what I'm assuming are magnets holding this side together. The issue is we can't really unscrew this because this is sort of connected, and I suppose if you had the right tool you could get in there, but I also don't want to damage it and scratch it up because it is kind of it is like pretty tight in there. I've looked at screwdrivers and stuff, but you know, you got to push it to a point where you're like, yeah, I'm gonna leave it, but again, that's all it does. So the magnet are on this side, they hold the piece together, and then this is just the pivot point. And inside here, this might be a little hard to see, but we've got these two beads, and all that happens, these are like I think they're like black porcelain, and that clicking sound is just the beads hitting together. So this is absolutely the simplest fidget ever, I think, at least in the sense that you know, all of this quality designed around this one very simple thing, which is simply click, click, click. I mean, it's pretty funny in a way too. Like, it's just not, you know, it is so simple. But I gotta tell you, just driving and having something that clicks. And yes, there are tons of things that click. I am not saying this is the only thing that clicks. I'm not saying that for the money you can't get something else that does a click, that does more. I guarantee there will be comments saying, why would you spend all that money on something that clicks? Especially from people who have never seen fidgets before. I get it, but the cost to this is the machining, the design, and also the fact that this is all in zirconium. And if you don't know what that is, go check it out. This isn't just a regular piece of metal. This is a very expensive piece of metal, or at least a more expensive piece of metal, and that is why it costs what it does, partly. Now, for those who know what fidgets are, who know who Lautie is, we know, of course, these are more of a premium product, a premium design, and yes, it is going to be more expensive. That's just the way it is. Now, you can, hey, look at this. We've even got this fun little spinner thing on here. This is simple. If you only have money for one fidget, should you get this? Probably not. Take the money, get something like a slider or something else you're going to get. If you have a collection and you are looking for something different because you are kind of bored of the same old thing and you've got a whole bunch of spinners and sliders and things that do stuff, and sometimes you just want something that's simple, but looks nice. And that's what this is. You feel it. It's got a really nice weight to it. It's actually got, I believe this is Morse code. So, you can actually like click out like the Morse code for Lautie, which is kind of fun. So I guess you can use it for that. This overall is just, it's a fun little crazy piece that, yes, people might think you're ridiculous for spending the money on it. But frankly, it just, if you're somebody that likes interesting designs and simplicity and you want to add another piece to your collection that you don't have, this is actually a fun piece. Like, I don't know. I think this is cool. It's got a lanyard spot here. The lanyard spot, I don't think is in a good area though, because the lanyard is down here, which means you would hold it like this, and you can't click it from here. You have to click it from down here. So, I mean, I guess if you've got a lanyard and you're using it to control, maybe you're doing that, and that's fine. But I do find that's a little confusing with the design, that if I've got a lanyard, I'm assuming that the active area is on the top. This is how I would want to use it if there's a lanyard. Again, if there's a lanyard and you're kind of holding it like this, yes, that works as well. But I don't know, it just sort of feels a little less natural than having your lanyard hold down and you're able to palm the whole thing. But other than that, that's really the only thing I can say. There's anything left. So, fun, simple, well-designed, and just kind of a fun little simple slider, like just like a non-thinking slider. I'm sorry, not slider, fidget for the car, not for being around other people. You do not want to sit on the couch with your partner, friend, whoever, and just be doing this. Absolutely don't do it unless you just don't like that person, or you're trying to get back at them for something, or you're just trying to break up. Maybe that's what this is for. You know, you can't get rid of that person you're with and you just sit there and you go. Maybe that's what you do with this. But for the rest of us, it's just a fun thing to play with. And it's simple and it's good. And I actually really, really like it. So that's it, gang. That is the Lautie Crocbeats Spy Wars. Thanks for watching.